This is one of my earlier experiments. I'll put some pictures of it up, but it started off airbrush with red and orange and yellow spirit stain using a cardboard template, just held in position roughly, sprayed, moving it around and then changing colours. It was just an experimental piece, so I didn't get it very well finished. I tried a bit of copper leaf and some pyrography as well. You can see it's actually moved a little bit. See a bit of a wobble on it there. So this was an experiment. I'm going to turn the face off and then have another go and see if I can get the wood finished a bit better before I put the finish on this time. Okay, so got this sanded now to 400. Ordinarily, if I was making it from a fresh piece and not remaking a bowl, I would have left the middle intact and cut that out later. Okay, so I'm just going to put a bit of chestnut acrylic sanding sealer, give that a few minutes to dry. This is as high-tech as the spraying gets, just a piece of card which I'll just hold against the rim, spray, move, spray, move, spray. The beauty of this type of airbrush is that I can have the bottles with my colour in and just switch them from one to the other. I start with the darker, then it doesn't matter too much if I haven't cleaned it out before I go on to the lighter ones. Although it doesn't take long to just blast out the colour that's left behind. Start off with red, quite a bit in there. The trick apparently with these airbrushes is not just to push the bottle in, but to twist it as you do so, and then it locks it in. I often use the middle of the bowl for practicing my spraying on, but and then it just gets cut away. So press the button down for air, pull back for spray. You can see it coming out quite nicely, and you can see that's quite secure in pulling that, and it's not going to go anywhere. Right, so high tech, piece of card, hold it up, spray, move, spray. I'm trying not to do it too evenly, not always the same distance apart, not always the same angle. Okay, so I shall now switch to the orange. Just dry off the template, the back of it a little bit. Okay, and roughly in the gaps, same process. I think I might go the other way this time, so I'm not putting the template over the wet paint or the wet. Put a strong one in here, I think. It creates a nice sort of rippling, waving effect, but that's it, I think, for the orange. Clean out the brush. And now we'll come on with some of the yellow. Okay, again, I'm just going to wipe the template off. Now this I'm going to try and put in the gaps, a strong coating of it. I want to keep this line getting a bit splotchy, getting a bit even over here. I might come in and just break that up a little. Okay, now where there are bare bits of wood, I'm just going to give it a light going over with the orange, with the yellow, Just I'm going now to just give it a bit of a border, a darker colour around the side, and maybe some lines across, just to break it up and give it a bit more interest, just to frame the bowl or the platter. It's nice to have a bit of a darker edge. I think that darkening effect gives a bit more interest to it, or ruins it completely. To give it a bit more definition, a bit of cardboard, spray, move, spray, move, and so on. Acrylic sanding sealer. So I'm going to do green. Not sure what'll happen. Just to spray over, just to tone it down a little, and see what that comes out like. Again, just test the brush off. Okay. Just a bit of sanding sealer, and then a bit of lacquer over the top of that once that's dry. So back to this. So a bit of gloss lacquer now, just to give the finish a bit of protection and maybe give it a bit of shine. As it's just a test piece, I'm only going to put the one coat on, and then I'll just cut the middle out just to complete the effect. And ordinarily, obviously, I'd put a bit of finish on there and burnish it up, but it's a bit thin, it's flexed a bit, and the quality of the cut's not great. This is just my demonstration piece anyway, so yeah, there we go. Let's get it off the lathe and see what we've got. And here we have it, the finished platter. It's not quite as bold as the first version. I think it lacked a bit because it didn't have the solid base before I put the different colours on. But as a technique, as a demonstration, you know, I hope it's given you some ideas and that you'll have fun and go out and buy an airbrush and some spirit stains and give this a go yourselves.